A shock has landed at Manchester United after Ronaldo has come out and really let the club that he really wants a move out of Manchester United. This is the story that is everywhere on social media, but that has not really limited the club from really going ahead to issue out a statement through Samuel Lucas that they are not willing to let Ronaldo go in there for you. Ronaldo still has 1 year at Manchester United and the club are not willing to let him go. So we are waiting to see what is it going to be all about into this segment, as a side which goes by names of Ronaldo says we want to leave and Ronaldo is saying I don't want to leave. Are they really pulling a rope on either sides? Let's wait and see where that is really going to go in there for you. Welcome to United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment and share, guys. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, do yourself a favor, hit the subscription button. After hitting it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, because you know news breaks immediately and you've seen that sort of Ronaldo coming out and breaking, and if at all you had really subscribed and really hit the notification bell, you wouldn't have missed out on that. But today the main issue is not all about talk about Ronaldo in there for you, who is expected to return on Monday in the training sessions of Manchester United. I don't know whether he will return, you get, but it is known to many that all of the players that were into the international duty are really returning on Monday. Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Alex Telles, Rafael Varane, all right, Bruno Fernandes, Fred Rodriguez, Scott McTominay, which other player? Eric Bay. Close to 15 Manchester United players are really returning, and they're really going to come in and do the needful in here for you because they are on the international duties. But we expect them on Monday. But yesterday, that is Saturday, Erik Ten Hag got to complete his first week of training at Carrington. Remember, these players are not going to train on Sunday. On Sunday, they are not going to train. That is it. They aren't going to train, just know that. They're not going to train and they're resuming training on Monday. So it's an off for these players on Sunday, and Monday they're really resuming training. But allow me take you through what these players had been doing in there for you in the last 1 or 2 days on training in there for you. Very many stuff to talk about and how they're really transpiring into training. Let's go immediately without further ado. Obviously, that is Anton Martial and Victor Lindelof in there for you, and Martial looks like he's so much happy and eager to really take on and really revive his career at Manchester United under Erik Ten Hag in there for you. This is Bernard Dishmon. He's really one of those from the academy, and this is Charlie Savage, who is really one of the most talented in the academy, and you never know, he might impress Erik Ten Hag to get him into this young side of Manchester United and then become a first team player. Then Erik Ten Hag and his coaching staff addressing the squad before training in there for you. This is what the managers do. You see McLaren in there for you. There is Sancho, there is Rashford, there is Victor Lindelof, there is Chongi, and there is the assistant coach who goes by names of Van der Gaar that Erik Ten Hag came with from Ajax. They are doing these jobs at Ajax together, and now he moved with him at Manchester United. There is Amad Diallo into that photo. Achongi and Aaron Wan-Bissaka trying to warm up ahead of the hectic training sessions in there for you. Sancho and Danny Van Beek, as you see them in there for you, trying to really warm up before they really go themselves to the ball work. Tuanzebe Akzo, one of the players expected to be leaving Manchester United, if at all the manager feels like he has not impressed him in there for you. Then we're having a player who goes by the names of Emeran. He's an academy player, but they really try to integrate them until the others are really going to come in and do the needful. Chongi is there doing the needful and running in there for you. That is Chongi, who is expected. By the way, talking of Chongi is left with just 1 year on his contract at Manchester United, and we expect him to move to Feyenoord. And United having done a deal with Feyenoord because Malacia is flying in tomorrow or on Sunday to do his first of the medical in England, in Manchester, and his medical is going to be accomplished on Monday, then will be unveiled in there for you. That means he's really going to come in because he's one of those players that has been into the international duty of Netherlands. He made his debut in the UEFA Nations League, and now as we speak, he's now a United player. A medical is going to be really made in there for you. So Chongi is expected to cross side from Manchester United to go in and play at Feyenoord on a permanent deal. I don't know whether Erik ten Hag is going to get impressed by this player to really put his move from Manchester United to a halt, but all in all, I know he's really going to move because he is interested in Anthony, another left fullback there for you. Garnacho, one of the others that is really exciting there with Anton Martial, Chongi, Victor Lindelof, and behind them is McLaren, who was really a Manchester United manager when an assistant manager to Sir Alex Ferguson when United won the treble in 1999. Amad Diallo, to me, one of those players I really love, and I'm asking myself, why should United go ahead and spend close to £70 million to go in and bring in Anthony, a left-footed attacker off the right side of the midfield or the right flank? Yet we have this young prospect talent. Erik ten Hag is known for really giving these young guys a chance. Why not really use Amad in there for you? And to me, I really believe that because Anthony is really injured and he's going to start doing his work, all field work, like playing, getting into direct contact in field of play on 31st July, that means that Amad Diallo still has ample time to go in and really convince the manager. He's going to play 6 friendlies, and we are starting off with Liverpool on the 12th. That is next Friday. So we wait and see what is really going to happen in there for you for Manchester United in there for you. The lad who was signed from Atalanta at 45, I think £35 million up front, and £10 million that were the add-ons that are really going to come in through in there. So Amad Diallo, to me, I really believe that he's going to really do a lot of work to convince the manager of Manchester United to really make him believe that he can come in and get the job done. These are the ones from the academy: Ethan Galbraith and Will Fish. I think all of these are defenders in there for you. Then Nathan Bishop is one of the goalkeepers that is really from the academy and is also doing greater side, which goes by them of Manchester United. Then we go to Marcus Rashford, one of those that is being predicted that is really going to be having an immense season under Erik ten Hag, because he really was a disappointment last season and he was not criticized by the media. But when Anton Martial really had a crap season, Marcus Rashford was there. Sorry, the English media really threw all lots of insults to him, but Rashford is not always insulted. This is Suela Shoretia from the academy. Eric Ramsey, that is a set-piece coach at Manchester United. Then Zidane, who signed a new contract, and Mattel Kovar, those are all from the academy. And that is Eric Ramsey, he's not the new, was brought in by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He is really what we call a set-piece coach. Anton Martial, to me, I really believe that the going away of Ronaldo should really lead to him leading the line for United, because when you look around the market, I don't see United getting in a prolific striker, according to me, and I really believe that we can use these Martial and Rashford for this season to lead the line, of which they can get us goals. I really told people that Martial has ever scored 23 goals this season in his best season. Rashford scored 22 goals. So what really hinders Erik ten Hag from trusting them to lead his line next season? Because they are all round, and Martial is really so much good in the system of Erik ten Hag because he is a supporting striker. He really he involves others in play. The way he plays really gets other players to get involved in the field of play. So I will believe that. I cannot moan about Ronaldo. I cannot moan about him. He's 37. If you are really putting him in the same statement with the word rebuild, no one can really give you ears and count you senseful in there for you, because it really stinks talking of a 37-man player and what we call a rebuild in there for you. So Anton Martial really can get into that role and really lead the line. And I can't wait to see him leading the line against a side which goes by the names of Liverpool, because I know he really has the potential and he has shown it before every time he has been brought on the field of play. Erik ten Hag and Charlie Savage, we are really having a very good and enticing chat that saw Erik ten Hag and Charlie Savage elected. Charlie Savage is really one of those academy prospects, and Erik ten Hag is impressed in there. Alvaro Fernandez and Ethan Laird Ethan Laird is a right back that I'm really so much good at and I'm so much in love with. He's really great and I think he's one of those that are really going to impress the manager. Then Fernandez Alvaro is also good left back, but the coming in of Malacia really forces him out of Manchester United to go in and they should get him alone. Danny Van Beek, a man who is really into the telescopes of many on what he's really going to deliver under his former manager at a side which goes by names of Ajax. You know very well, Ajax was one of those teams that really sold Danny Van Beek to Manchester United, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a manager who bought him, never really trusted him to play him into his team, and he then later was loaned to Everton where he got an injury. So ever since he crossed to the Premier League, he has never really gotten a very good spell. But I really told people that every time Danny Van Beek was brought onto the field of play, he really played very well. His debut for Manchester United, he scored against Crystal Palace. Remember that game of Wolverhampton Wanderers? There is that game of Newcastle that had stalled, and it was at 1-1 when he came in, things changed. Remember that interplay between Danny Van Beek, Juan Mata, and Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. You remember it very well. I still remember it like yesterday. That really got off that game that was level in the 84th minute, and United really went ahead to accomplish that goal by how many goals? By 4 goals to 1, where Aaron Wan-Bissaka scored his first goal for United and his first professional goal in there for you. So pretty of the United youngsters getting an opportunity to impress the new manager this week. You see them running. I can notice Shora Shorotiye and Garnacho and is it Galbraith in there for you. Now this is the session have combined ball work and hard work, building sharpness in there for you. You see Danny Van Beek, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and then Jadon Sancho trying to go on and do the needful to impress the manager in there for you. So these are the players that are really doing great in the field of play. Then we are having these ones, and it's now just over a week until the Reds fly out to Thailand for the start of the tour. Remember that game is going to be against Liverpool, but we're having Danny Van Beek, Luke Shaw, there is Jadon Sancho, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Anton Martial, and I think the other one is Zidane in there for you, doing the needful to go on and really make those runs that are really being directed by the manager, Erik ten Hag. He is involved and is always on the field of play in there for you. That was the first session in there for you, and allow me take you to the other session that you guys need to see in there for you. In these pictures, you see them really run in there for you. This is Charlie Wallens from the academy. Then that is Emran Zidane. Then Danny Van Beek comes in to give us a different flavor altogether. He's one of those players I'm really looking at and wondering how he's really going to make it under Erik ten Hag, because he is former manager. I really want to see him being played. Of course, he's going to play him, and he really wants to unite with Frankie de Jong in there for you. So in that game against Liverpool, I really want to see how Danny Van Beek is going to be played into this game, and I really believe that he's really going to be played into the right position in there. Then McLaren and Chongi having a word in there at the Carrington, and he was really directing him that you are coming from the academy, very talented. But Chongi, I don't blame Chongi. Chongi suffered from people like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who are not really coaches to improve this player, but I know if at all he's good enough, you never know, he might be retained at Manchester United. And the good thing is that these players that have really grown up from the academy are not registered because they've brought from the academy. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka, one of those that is expected to leave Manchester United because United are really stuck targeting Dumfries. And Diego Dello is one of those that impressed a lot, and Diego Dello is the plans of Erik ten Hag. Then Zidane coming in from Iraq. He is really a very good player, and we expect him to go on and then full. The gaffer himself, Erik ten Hag, really taking a gaze at what was happening at training, and he was being impressed by the players of Manchester United in there for you. So we are really moving on, and that is Shora Shoretiye trying to do the dribble in there for you. Very talented, young, I think he's 17, 18 years, and I really believe that he's supposed to go on and improve a lot of the work. This is Tom Heaton in goal, trying to really direct his defenders on how to do the work in there for you. But remember, Sergio Romero, who is one of the best goalkeepers I've seen at Manchester United, especially in the league. To me, he was the best second choice goalkeeper because he could really start in most of the teams, but he left Manchester United at a bad note. They had bad blood in between themselves, but right now he has really hinted on his desire to return at Manchester United, something that is okay, but for me, I will call it out because there is no way I can return at Manchester United after that bad treat by that team. Then Alejandro Garnacho and Charlie Wallins. Alejandro Garnacho is one of those ones that Erik ten Hag should really get into the first team, and I really want to see him a lot in these preseason games to see what he really has for us as Manchester United. Will Fish from the academy, he's a defender and he plays very well. This is David De Gea. To me, I really believe that David De Gea, they're really using him a lot into the ball work because they want him to improve on his football playing abilities. Obviously, undoubtedly, to me, he's the best short stopper in the world, but footballing wise and those back passes in there for you, he has to be a ball playing goalkeeper according to Erik ten Hag, and I know he can instill this in him. He can, because obviously he just knows it, but they just need to really get him involved into the ball playing activities on the field of play to see to it that when he is really on the field of play, it looks like it's something usual to him. And I expect lots of things to improve on David De Gea, and if at all he really improves on ball playing, sorry for that, I know he's really going to get back his position at the Spanish national team. This is Amad Diallo. I really love Amad Diallo, and I know he's really going to go on and work on his physicality, and he's going to impress the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag. Danny Van Beek and Charlie Savage trying to do what we call sprints on the field of play in there for you. That is Tuanzebe, one of the players that I really expected a lot from, but from nowhere, his career was really synced by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer getting this lad from Aston Villa after I really promoted them to the Premier League was really a bad move. He needed to let this guy be there. Another one is, and the other one, Fonsu Mensah, was also really led to the downfall of his career by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. After really bringing Fulham to the Premier League, then they told him to return. And that was a really very bad move and gesture by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he couldn't improve his players. Then that is Erik ten Hag and Jadon Sancho. I think Erik ten Hag was really directing Jadon Sancho that I want you to do A, B, C, D on the field of play. And talk of Sancho, 21 years of age, he came in from Bayern Munich, he came in from Borussia Dortmund as one of the most prospect players from Germany, and was one of the best upcoming all young talent wingers in the world, but he fell into a bad spell of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that really saw his talent really being questionable in the Premier League and losing his spot at the England national team. But when Ragnick came in, we started to see glimpses of Jadon Sancho, and now he is under a good manager who's really going to give him new skills and how to improve his talent, because he has done it on very many other players. Anton Martial, my best in there for you. I will believe that there is a chance for him. There is a chance for him to come in and do the needful. He was really trying to dribble with that ball, and you know what he does when he really has that ball. He's really a very good dribbler. He is a flairful player, and he really makes defenders sit down, and I know he is here to impress the manager and will revive his career at Manchester United. This is Bojan Hadley there, a player of United from the academy in there for you. So that was it in there for you, United players, and how they really accomplished their first week of training under Erik ten Hag. That is the compilation we had for you onto this channel. But don't forget to smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button after smashing and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. That is what Erik ten Hag had to go through in the first week of the training with the United lads. So keep tuned onto this channel. More news is coming in tomorrow. Tomorrow, our first video, Frankie de Jong is house hunting. Frankie de Jong is hunting for a house in Manchester, and what makes this valid is the house he's hunting for, it belongs to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You get, it belongs to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And they are really battling for it with Erling Haaland. The agents of Frankie de Jong were there hunting for the house, and they told them that priority is going to be given to a man who goes by names of Erik Haaland, who really came in fast. So it has been indicated that house hunting for De Jong is happening in Manchester. The president of Barcelona, as he's saying, we are not selling this player. He really wants to stay here. It has been really seen as a move to really put United on pressure to really get this deal done and get Barcelona 70 million euros up front in there for you. So that's what we had for you. If I told them to talk, I can talk till morning, but let's wait and see what is really going to happen at this juncture. On Monday, players report Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Freddie Rodriguez, Scott McTominay, Diego Dalot, Rafael Varane, Eric Bay, Harry Maguire. All those are returning to training at Manchester United, not forgetting the youngster Anthony Elanga. I'm out.